Hi, this is Paul. I want to make a quick video about WWE and about some of the matches going forward for Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Now I know there's a little bit of a controversy about. They said there's a split between Vince McMahon and Triple H on what they want for their main event for the Universal title scene. It seems that Triple H wants it to be Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins, and having Seth go over, which I can dig that. But it says this man wants Braun Strowman to finally slay the Beast at Royal Rumble, and then go on to fight Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania for the belt, and then I think have Drew go over, which I think is stupid. But anyway, my opinion about it is you got to build Braun Strowman again. Okay, he's coming back from this injury, and having him lose so many times to Brock Lesnar, especially in the beginning when he would first come out there and challenge Brock and just destroy him, and then you have him lose clean to Brock. Come on, this just destroys his credibility. So what I would do is I would have Brock have their match in Royal Rumble, have Braun Strowman just absolutely dominate the match. And what you could do, I just thought about this. You know what? I just thought about this, and it just makes perfect sense. Have him dominate the match and have him beat Brock Lesnar. Okay, have him pin the Beast and win the belt back. And then the next night, when he has his rematch, okay, you can have Drew McIntyre interfere and cost Braun Strowman the belt. Okay, that he doesn't get pin clean like Drew gives him that stupid kick, sling blade, whatever it's called, and that way it costs him the belt. And then that way, then you will have a reason for Braun Strowman to fight Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Okay, and then you can have Seth challenge the Beast for the belt. Okay, and then it makes perfect sense. And then that way you'll have Braun get his revenge against Drew at WrestleMania. Okay, and then you could either do it one of two ways. You're going to either have Seth drop the belt to Drew. Okay, you're going to have some wacky thing, but you can have him drop the belt to Drew, or you can have Braun Strowman beat Seth and then go on to fight Drew McIntyre. Or better yet, you can have a three-way, which would probably even be even better for SummerSlam. That would be Braun, Seth, and Drew for the belt. Okay, and then you can have Drew go over. Okay, and then have Brock Lesnar chase Braun Strowman, chase him, Drew McIntyre for the belt, and then go over on him. Okay, and that way, I know that kind of shortchanges, but no, you can have Seth. He wins the belt at WrestleMania, and then he can keep the belt until SummerSlam. Okay, so that's two, because WrestleMania's in April, so May, June. Yeah, he can have the belt for like 2 to 3 months. So Seth will be still good. Okay, and then exactly that way you can have eventually Braun will get the belt back again, and then you can let him go on this little run. Now, as far as the Intercontinental title is concerned on wrestling, I think you got to build up Finn Balor again. So I would have him be the one to challenge Dean Ambrose for the belt and have him beat him at WrestleMania, and then you could have Finn Balor on Raw doing those open challenges and stuff to build his credibility back up. So when he eventually drops the belt, he can move up to the heavyweights. Now, as far as the women's title is concerned on for the Raw brand, I think we pretty know what it's going to be, since the results of the TLC match, Asuka is the new champion, and because Ronda Rousey came out and interfered in the match technically and pushed him off the ladder, they're going to want revenge. And I think Becky's going to come out on Tuesday and say she wants her shot at she wants her, what she's pissed off, and what she's going to do, she's going to enter the Royal Rumble, she's going to win it, and then she's going to go to WrestleMania and beat the crap out of Ronda Rousey and take her title from her. Okay, and you can say Charlotte can say the same. You can have Charlotte say the same thing, or you can have Charlotte, challenge Asuka for her belt again at and that's SummerSlam at the Royal Rumble. Okay, which I think would probably be the way they're going to go. Have just put Charlotte off on Asuka and focus Becky on the Royal Rumble winning that, which she's going to do, and then challenge Ronda at WrestleMania and go over on her finally and take her belt and then be on SmackDown. I mean, be on Raw from now on. But I think what they should do This is just a wish, which I don't think they're going to do, since Mr. Man is supposed to do a shake-up tonight on Raw. What he should do is I would trade Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi to Raw, okay, and then I would bring over Amber Moon, Bailey, and Sasha to SmackDown. That would be perfect. And then you could have those. You immediately got 3 contenders on SmackDown for Asuka's belt. You immediately got credibility on that, and for that, and then you can pick whoever you want to, to challenge Asuka. Sasha Banks should really get a shot because Sasha Banks has really been stuck doing nothing. So they should really have her challenge Asuka for the belt, and I would love to see them fight at WrestleMania for the belt. Okay, with Sasha Banks going over, and then you can have them still feud a little bit, and then maybe Asuka win it back, and then Asuka fights Bailey or Asuka fights Amber Moon. See, you already got 3 contenders. On the Raw side, you would have again Becky. Once she beats Ronda, she's gonna beat Ronda at WrestleMania. I think that's practically written in stone. I hope they don't do a 3 with her, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. I hope they don't do that. No, I want to see Becky Lynch beat Charlotte, not Charlotte, beat Ronda Rousey by herself. Okay, and then you can have her feud with, with Ronda a little bit. You can have Ronda fight with Flair. Then you got Naomi, even have her turn heel against Becky or whatever, and then you immediately get more credibility. Then you have Ruby Riott on that show, which you could have even Becky fight Ruby Riott, who's, let's face it, she's more credible champion. And I really think they should break her away from the Riott Squad anyway, and have her. That could be another opponent for Becky Lynch. But that's just my opinion. As far as the SmackDown men's title is concerned, I know AJ is he's gonna get another title shot at the Royal Rumble against Daniel Bryan. He's not gonna win, so I don't know what they're gonna have Daniel Bryan win, what they're gonna have AJ do at WrestleMania. They gotta put him in a match. So I'm kind of puzzled what they're gonna do, unless they do a 3-way thing. Have AJ fight Daniel Bryan again at the Royal Rumble. Have it be a wonky finish and stuff, and then you can have them challenge him again, and then you can have Cena come out and say, I want a shot as well. And then you could do a 3-way thing. You can have Daniel Bryan, AJ, and Cena. That would be a nice main event too for the belt right there. I think that would be a nice one. Okay, so that's my feelings on that. So I think that takes care of that. As far as the United States title is concerned, on the SmackDown side, either give that belt to somebody that I really hate what they're doing to Nakamura. They really crapped all over him, and I don't think he even had a match at TLC, right? He didn't have a match. See, they really, I don't know if it's because of the language barrier or whatever, but they really crapped all over him. So what I think they're going to have to do, they're going to have to get that belt off of him. Either they're going to have to refocus him or get somebody to, what I think they might do, which I don't know if they'll do that because he's just coming on the show. What they should have done is have Rusev beat Nakamura. They should have had a match at TLC and have Rusev beat him, okay, for the belt, and then you can have Lars Sullivan, who's coming to the show. He's coming to SmackDown, and have him destroy Rusev and take the belt from him, and then you can have him be your heel champion with the United States belt. And I think you're gonna have to either turn Nakamura back face. I think you need to really turn him back face because he was a good face guy, and he just never had him go over AJ, which I think was a mistake. You should have had him beat AJ once. Okay, AJ could have tucked the loss, and then maybe got the belt back. But you really have to, I think, repackage Nakamura because you really are wasting him. He's the United States champion, and he's not fighting anybody. Okay, it's really stupid. And give him his old theme song back. People love to that. People pop like crazy for him. Okay, it's the same thing like Daniel Bryan. You waste a guy that's super over, okay, before he even got there. A guy that was super over, and you completely waste him, okay, and just that's why I think you should have had Rusev, but see, that's over unless they do it tonight or tomorrow on SmackDown. Have Rusev challenge Nakamura, have him beat him. Okay, and then you can have Lars Sullivan come up and just attack, challenge Rusev and get that belt. I think that would probably be the best thing. Have him get the belt from him, and then you can have him. Then you can make take and have him just basically destroying Rusev, and maybe even attacking, ready to attack his wife Lana, and then you can have Whatchcott come out, have Nakamura come out and make the save, and you turn him face, okay, and give him his old theme back, and you can have him battling Lars Sullivan for a little bit, maybe even challenge him at WrestleMania for the belt, okay. But I think you have to get Nakamura had that mystique with his music and everything else, and then you turn him heel and just completely waste him, okay, just completely waste him. So this way you build up Lars Sullivan. He's supposed to be a monster anyway, okay. You have somebody for Nakamura to overcome. Remember, he had those great matches at NXT with Samoa Joe. Be same type of deal, okay. But again, this is my opinion. Unless you want to do a thing where Nakamura drops it to Rusev, and then you have Samoa Joe beat Rusev. Okay, that would be, I can see him doing that too, because you got to do something with Samoa Joe besides fighting Jeff Hardy. Okay, because I don't know how much longer that feud's gonna last, but there you go. But anyway, let me know what you think of my options for the Royal Rumble and the main events for the WrestleMania. What do you think of my choices? Feel free to leave those comments down below. I have links to my main channel, Trepacer, in the description box, as well as a link to my other channel called, to my social media, in the description box, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, down there below. Please check that out as well. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.